Clip of the day.
Let's check in with another one of our favorite topics here. Common Core. Excuse me. New York Times had an interesting article that is now this Common Core thing. I'm although it is so deep and there's so much going on with this, and of course this is mainly the Belinda Miller Gates Foundation, Belinda Miller Gates Foundation. But Pearson, who of course are deep in this, they made, and this is from the New York Times, they made the New York school system sign a non-disclosure about their tests.
What?
Yes. By state order, teachers and principals.
Bill and Belinda Gates kind of thing. This is like the
Belinda Miller
tech,
Gates. Yeah.
The tech thing. Oh, non-disclosure. Just use the non-disclosure. I don't understand why all this information is getting out. Make them sign a non-disclosure.
Yeah, I can't show you the demo until you sign my NDA. By state order, teachers and principals may not disclose any contents of the 3 days of standardized English tests that were given at the beginning of April.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
And the teachers were not happy with the tests. They didn't like the tests, but they were by law forbidden, by agreement.
Well, actually, by law, the non-disclosures tend to be a legal binding document.
In a joint statement issued by the 37 principals, they noted as well that there were product placements, i.e. Nike and Barbie, woven into the exam.
No.
We already talked about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Common Core curriculum in New York is intended to encourage students to get a strong grip on the meaning of a piece of writing. So this Common Core stuff, here's what I'm learning. That it's one thing for this all to be state controlled, which you need to question state education in general. And by the way, I got a note from one of our producers who works at Staples. And, a lot of homeschoolers pick up materials at Staples. Now, all the Staples stuff is also all Common Core. Adheres to Common Core. Pick up the handy app. But a lot of this stuff is just shoddy work. The materials are just crap. Witness this little news report.
It's the worst case of documented genocide the world has ever seen. 6 million Jews murdered by the Nazis in the Holocaust. Yet this homework assignment in Rialto asked middle school students to debate whether it actually happened.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Now the key here.
Okay, hold it.
Not yet. No, you got to listen to the whole thing.
Oh.
No, you got to listen to the whole thing.
I'll give you a break on that.
The key. What is one of the main things that Common Core portends to do? You'll hear it in here.
Debate whether it actually happened.
What was presented to kids in Rialto was a travesty.
Rabbi Cooper and others at the Museum of Tolerance in Los Angeles are outraged by the assignment, asking 8th graders to cite credible sources on both sides. The first page states some people claim the Holocaust is not an actual event, but instead a propaganda tool created for political and monetary gain.
The word credible just jumped right out of the page. And later on, you have the Holocaust is the hoax. You even have a section called Anne Frank is a fraud.
I love that.
Oh, brother.
This was a mistake. It should be corrected. It will be corrected.
The 18-page project completed in April was created by a group of district educators as an exercise in critical thinking. Initially, school officials defended the assignment, but following a firestorm of criticism quickly changed its tune.
It is an exercise in critical thinking. Do I get it now?
It's, yeah, you might as well give it to yourself. That was a good one.
Clip of the day.
I would just, you should have taken the first one, because the second one, it was like first you stunned me with the clip of the day, going in a certain direction, and then you annihilated the whole thing. Then you overdid it. And
I overdid it with Anne Frank as a fraud.
Anne Frank as a fraud is priceless.
I wish we could do that as a show title.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't go over very well. But see, this is the problem. And this is, by the way, Common Core. The group that did this, funded by Belinda Miller Gates Foundation. Can you say it? Belinda Miller Gates. This is the new way to say it.
Belinda Miller Gates.
Belinda Miller Gates Foundation. And they're well intended. This is, oh man, I had this conversation with Mickey. The sad thing is, these people really mean well. They really think, we need critical thinking to debunk these morons who think that, who are saying the Holocaust didn't happen. We need our kids to grow up to be conspiracy theory debunkers. But this is not the way to go about it. This is so incredibly misplaced and misjudged and just
this
wrong.
Is the kind of idealism that would come from a tech guy. This is all
exactly
the Asperger's coming out. Yeah. I mean, it's like single-minded tech, too much logic. They got, it's like the Vulcan, just Spock coming up with this stuff.
Logical, yes.
Now, the other thing, the sinister side of this, which, of course, that woman who you had the great clip from some time back, a few shows ago, maybe 5 or 6 shows ago.
A couple months ago.
She would say that, well, here's what's really going on. They're doing this testing to see what kids are actually already bought into.
Right. So they have the camera on
Holocaust.
Right. The webcam is tracking the kids' facial movements.
And now
little
haters.
We have a Jew hater here. Jew hater.
So let's track down his parents and see what's going on.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. Hi. This is Doohickey at the school district.
Yeah.
Little Timmy, we had this exercise, and it was in critical thinking. Are you aware of our Common Core state standards in critical thinking?
Yeah. I've heard of it.
And we're a little concerned.
Why?
Because when the phrase "the Holocaust was a hoax" and Anne Frank is a fraud came up, little Timmy seemed for a moment there to nod his head.
What's the Holocaust?
All right. This skit is going nowhere quick.
Onward.
Yeah, exactly. These people need to be stopped, is all I have to say.